Oh, yeah, dude. I'm telling you, chat. Like, yeah, I've seen what's it called? I've seen um some of the decks that have started being played post Fallen of Albaz. That's the name of the structure deck, right, chat? Like branded, or I mean, you can call it branded, you can call it Despia, Zespia, whatever. It's a real deck, chat. It's a real deck. And just keep in mind, they do not have Red Eyes Dart Dragoon. We have Red Eyes Dart Dragoon. So in the TCG, it's arguably just gonna be better. Like just based on that and nothing else. Good to still see Eldritch up here though. Like OCG format seems pretty good. You know. Weird, try refreshing. Maxi totally keeps these combo decks in. I didn't watch Farfa's video on Maxi. Is it good, Selza? Or is it just pee poo? Is it just poopy pee pee mommy Jeff cock Maxi bad hee hee taha? No. Well, okay. My concern is that it's just like some shitty tournament that he had on his live stream with like 24 people, and like you got the choice to play Maxi, and I'm like, how is that supposed to be any like anecdotal evidence? I don't like host a 400 person tournament and let everyone play Maxi, and then like determine it based on that. So like, what is it? It proved nothing. I didn't watch some of it. What does that mean? Either you watched it or you didn't. Like what do you mean? Are you streaming on white people Christmas? I'm undecided. I want to say yes, but I'm undecided. It's a whole ass tournament. Okay, hold on. Let me just, because it just kind of came out of nowhere. So does unbanning Maxi fix Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh my god, it's an hour? What the? I just assumed it was like 10 minutes. It's an hour. Oh my god. The progression series meta really did take over, chat. I didn't know it was an hour. Wow, any hopes of me watching the video, I think just died, chat. Bless RNG! We did it! We did it! Can I get a clap in the chat? We did it! We did it! Yes! Cowboy Bebop canceled at Netflix after 1 season. It's an hour. Okay, hold on.
Debate that splits the community perfectly down the middle. A debate surrounding single card. A card so controversial and divisive, it eclipses debates around anything we've seen in the game, from Shockmaster and Summon Sork to Gumblar and Lavaval Chain's power levels.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say, do those cards need to come back? And I'm like, I told you guys Gumblar was trash. I'm right about that. Gumblar is trash, and Summon Sword, she's just okay.
In the game, from Shockmaster and
Gumblar is actually that card.
Summon Sork to Gumblar and Lavaval Chain's power levels. That card is Maxx, which, when you think about it, is pretty impressive that 11 years later, somehow every other ban list that creeps up, there is a discussion on this card returning. Maxx is a very simple and straightforward card. You simply pitch it out your hand, and every special summon your opponent conducts this turn, you draw.
Oh, is this music from Pokemon? I didn't know that. Watch them on stream.
One card. Seems like a reasonable deterrent to decks that spit out every possible negate in the book onto the field, right? Well, the counter to this argument is that getting Maxx basically means you have to just pass your turn. And then...
But why is that a bad thing, though? I understand the I don't want to pass turn. But whose fault is it that you built your deck to only be able to play one way, and that way is degenerate vomit out monsters? That there is, cause good decks just OTK. Like, I don't know. I just find that to be, chat, is okay. It's like this. Is that a flaw of Konami's inherent design on archetypes, or is that a design, or is that a flaw of the player's deck building? I guess. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that, I'm not sure that that's Konami's like, that's Konami's flaw. Because I look at like Eldritch, Fluanderies, Sword Soul, I mean, okay, so you just get like Mo Yi Pass, or you just get Chao Feng. I don't know how to pronounce that card's name. The level 8 pass. Like, that's not horrible. Konami insists that you play that way. Flaw by. I really don't think it is, chat. So you guys are saying, right, that like you cannot play Phantom Knights, chat. You guys are saying like you can't play Phantom Knights unless you summon 50 times. That you can't just be like, summon one special, set 2 Fall Blades. I mean, granted, I don't know how you're gonna get to 2 Fall Blades, but you guys are saying you just can't play Phantom Knights unless you just special summon 80 times. That's what you guys are saying? Or under like the branded deck. Like if you get Maxx, you guys are just saying, well, I can't play this deck unless I special summon 500 times. There's no way for me to just stop and play somewhat different. Like I don't feel like that's Konami's problem. I feel like that's the player's problem. If your opponent couldn't attack turn 2, then it wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, just press 1 if just play traps forehead. Yeah, just play traps forehead. Like, you know, why were trap cards invented, chat? Can anyone answer that question? Why were trap cards invented? I'm pretty sure the sole purpose of trap cards, at least in their inception, was to defend you. Like you just don't want to play them because I don't want to defend myself. I don't know. Just play monsters. I'm sorry. You guys aren't convincing me for a slower game. I feel like you guys aren't convincing me of this whole, if my opponent Maxx sees me and I have to stop, then like, oh, that's Maxx's fault. Like, you know, you could have your own hand traps or something. I don't know.
And die. So we decided to take it to the test. A 32-man subscriber tournament was made on my Twitch stream, which
yes, only for subscribers. That means you had to pay me to enter the tournament. I like it. I like it, chat. A scientific experiment that has a paywall. What if we did that, by the way, chat? What if to be part of like a cancer research trial, like you had to like pay, and if you just didn't have the money, like guess you just don't get the cure. I like it. Press 1 if that's the best way to do stuff, chat. That is definitively the best way to prove a fact, is to involve monetary, to involve money. I feel like it is, because I feel like if you let people just enter who weren't subscribers, for some reason I guess their duels just wouldn't count. I don't know. Only rich, only rich people can
see how this would impact the game today. We had a mix of mostly meta decks like Phantom Knights, Birds, and Sword Soul, splashed in with some semi-rogue and slightly meta decks that you would expect to potentially see at an event like Geist, Salad, and Striker. A current meta, regular, standard 32-man single elimination tournament. No crazy rules, no wacky conditions, just the same good old Yu-Gi-Oh! We know.
I mean, there was one crazy rule. You have to pay me $5 to enter, but...
I would love today, with 3 copies of Maxx Legal. Prison Rules Yu-Gi-Oh! This is what...
Well, how about you build a competent deck for all the combo decks and play around Maxx? Way ahead of you, bro. Here you go. Here you go. How would I implement Maxx into this deck? 1... 2, 3. There you go. There you go, buddy. Maxx doesn't mean this deck literally can only special summon, by the way, chat. Pretty sure Maxx wouldn't even hurt me. There you go. I just built a competitive, competent deck, chat, and you know, there you go. Maxx solved. Nice combo deck. Combo decks are for nerds. There you go.
What happened?
I just
versus
broke your mental.
A move.
Combo decks
Bird versus Sword Soul. All right, this is probably going to be a good game, right? Copium? Set 1 pass.
Yeah. If you play Red Reboot against me, kiss yourself.
Just a nice Sword Soul deck, huh? Cross out on Pot of Prosperity. Damn, you're really prepared for Maxx. Ash Fractal. Set 1 pass. Oh boy, we have an emergence now. We have one of these games, I see. Add Taya, normal summon, banish emergence. Imperm Chain Crossout for
Is this the OCG, chat? So, if you enter Maxx into the meta, are all you like combo plebs gonna start playing Crossout Designator? Because I think we established this card's pretty fucking bad. chat? Or have we not proven that? I feel like by the fact that literally no one's playing this card, we kind of, unless you're, I think you should only play Crossout if your deck loses to Nibiru and there's no other way to play around it. Like, I don't know, Hero. It's like the only deck that I can think of that just cannot play around Nibiru at all. Maybe Madoche. It's bad without Maxx C. It's like Maxx C and its counters. But I mean, like, we have 3 Ash. Do you need to play like another card too?
Confirm. Wow, that's amazing.
Hold on. I want to like get to a part. Hold on. I guess maybe 2x. I want to get to a part, chat. Okay, hold on. So this guy has Maxx C, because there's no way to get this many cards in your hand without maxing. I want to see, like, is it that blowout everyone's? Oh, that's beautiful, right? Hold on, I want to see this part.
Main phase 2, we're going to activate Ecclesia
it's good when everyone
into Maxx C for Moyi, summon a token, and...
Okay, chat. So, like, you're telling me if he just stops, he just automatically loses the game? Just stop! Like, you're not going to make a board big enough to, like... I mean, granted, I don't know. I guess this guy went first, and he had Maxx C and comboed. Chances are he was going to lose this game anyways, chat. Because it looks like he already comboed, but he only has... Hold on, I need to see how this whole thing played out. Because, like, how does he have... If he went, like, how does he just have this on field?
We have the Recital adding a Sparrow to the hand
if
here, triggering the Nerval to add
you realize Brawl Sword
Sapphire Swallow, special summon from the hand here, as well as the Sparrow to add
code,
Canary.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Another Recital search for Wagtail, combining both monsters into Utopic Future Dragon. Time to special summon Canary now, bringing back and into the Bouncy Girl.
Why didn't he make I'm no expert on this deck, chat, but aren't the Tri-Brigades supposed to be like part of the turn? at some point, aren't you supposed to like go for Tri-Brigade so that you get some more on field? He just didn't do that at all. It's just weird to me.
And I guess we didn't really have a way to put...
He didn't have Tri-Brigade? Yeah, but don't you get like 15 searches just through the course of the bird stuff? Don't you search like you can search every single one of them, and you can search Nerval with the 2 Xyz. So I don't think his view... Press 1 if these players are all just fucking bad. So Morg is bad. Getting a free Omni Negate from your deck is bad, which becomes untargetable. And if your opponent doesn't kill Samorg, you just summon another monster and recombo? What? I think Samorg's insane, chat. Because, like, Samorg is one of the few cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where if you don't kill it, it's almost guaranteed you're just going to lose. It's like Salamangreat Wolf. Because the card just continues to provide advantage turn after turn after turn for free. Once you put in your initial investment, it pays for itself your first turn, and then after that, everything else is just like icing on the cake. And you can summon this Samorg back, by the way, against another combo deck that doesn't set back row. You just summon the Samorg back and just excuse me, Apex Avion. That's what I meant to say. You just summon your Apex Avion back and like, okay, another free Omni Negate. Plus, I get to attack. These people pay for this, by the way.
Kit on the board here because we already used our normal summon. Here's the special.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why he didn't search Nerval.
Activating the effect of Emergence, adding Long One, normal summon Taya, attacking over the.
Why didn't he bounce this? That would have. Hold on.
Normal summon. Here's the special.
So this is a special summon. Okay, Chain Robin effect. If you chain this effect for Mo Yi, I just bounce that. And can you bounce the token and the Mo Yi at the same time, chat? I feel like, what are you waiting for? Why not just, because it chains as a quick effect. Yeah, but when you summon the new monster, I just bounce that. He has 4 materials, or 3. What are you saving these materials for? That's all I'm saying. Or he could just negate with this. Doesn't it target? You mean her? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure if you special this and I activate the effect and you chain, whatever you special summon after that, I'll just bounce that too. Like, what are you saving these 3 materials for? Just use them. While wasting on it. What else are you gonna waste it on? Sword Soul, chat. Sword Soul only special summon if they don't have the 10Es, they're only gonna special summon like once outside of the tokens. They're only gonna special summon like once during the turn anyways. It does start. You guys aren't I don't like, how does that matter?
Activating the effect of Emergence.
What I'm saying is, can't you Even if I lose a material, so what? When you summon Mo Yi or whatever else you're gonna summon, I just bounce that too.
Adding long
That's
one.
all I'm saying.
Normal summon Taya.
And now look, Twitch chat, you got you experts. Now look, he didn't use the bounce effect and he lost her for nothing. He didn't even get the bounce. So you guys are clearly experts.
Attacking
Just saying.
over the Robin, who is...
They can just
I think
run
on
over the
1200
Exceed after
attack
the
there,
second
gets
bounce.
Recycle and add now.
Okay, but what's better? Using a second bounce or using no bounces? What's better, Dolan? Because the way that this played out, he literally got 0 bounces out of a card with 3 materials. So which one was better? Using a bounce or not using a bounce? Because he actually just got 0 bounces. So I don't know. Maybe these are the experts, chat, that prove Maxx is broken. I don't know. These are clearly the experts.
Main phase 2, we're going to activate.
We are the experts.
Elysia
Thank you.
Into Maxx for Mo Yi. Summon a token.
Like, okay. So he had Mo Yi. He goes for... Would he have won this duel without Maxx, chat? I guess they wasted their battle phase. Let's just answer the question, chat. If he doesn't have Maxx, do you guys... Who's winning this duel? If he doesn't... Is Sword Soul winning this duel if he doesn't have Maxx?
Recycle and add now.
I still think it would have been, like, fairly close. Because I don't even think he's used this effect.
In phase 2, we're going to
The top 8 will be better. Sword Soul 100% wins this. It's not clear cut. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I think, yeah, I agree. It's Maxx probably does skew it to like 100%. The player with Maxx just wins this. But what's it called? I want to see just if anything else interesting happened. If not, we'll just watch the wrap up.
But we do have Fog Blade for the Mo Yi, so we have Prosperity as a response. Any extend that we use here can just be...
He can use Yazzy's... Well, he used the battle phase, though, so like, there's no way to kill.
Okay. All right, not
and there's not enough negates in the world, I think.
Not gonna lie at all. All right, we're gonna trigger the long one and...
Alistair deck?
Fog Blade, in response to the Phoenix.
Yeah, let's see what the wrap... Let's see what this
but it's not gonna be enough, it looks like. Would you look at that? Nice middle reading, set back row. That was unfortunate. Wait, what did I miss? Was there something crazy here? Okay, you just can't do anything with Alistair, right? Let's review. What are the takeaways from this tournament, and what can we say are some of the talking points to discuss here? Well, it turns out, at least from my understanding, Maxx actually wasn't that bad. At least if you're not a Lyrilusk player. Otherwise, there were a couple of situations that were extremely unfair, and when your opponent just maxes you and you are playing even something like a mid-range deck with Tri-Brigade, you're kind of just, not really, in a bit of a situation to do anything except play into it or just, pass and die. So that is one of the problems of this card. Another thing as well to take away, I suppose, if we're looking at it from a meta perspective, although I wouldn't really look at this as too much of a meta indication, considering how warped the deck lists have to be because of Maxx, Verte is a problem. Like, Verte is such a...
What, Verte in the DPE?
Problem card, and I think it's very clear and obvious, ignoring Verte, Dragoon versus Phoenix Enforcer argument. Phoenix Enforcer is infinitely better than Dragoon. Results-wise, and from all of the practical examples we've seen here, being able to spit out a monster after you've done your combo, been negated, oh no, ran out of resources, last card in hand, boom, Fusion Destiny. Summon a big, indestructible Pankratops that returns every single turn, that special summons from your hand in the next phase, which we've seen quite a few times, as well as the ability to recur a Pot of Greed and try and dig for a comeback. I think it goes without...
And it can, tackles back row too. Which Dragoon doesn't. Dragoon, does burn damage, but doesn't pop back row.
Without just how broken Phoenix Enforcer is. As for the Maxx, well, wasn't really that relevant, I suppose. We did see a couple of cross-out battles, and again, unless you're a Lyrilusk player, it is what it is. That's gonna be it from us. Thank you,
Well, there you go, chat. Looks like Selza was wrong again. Verte isn't a problem. Stop. Verte is only the problem because DPE isn't getting banned anytime soon. Yeah, but like, so I said this about Drake. I felt much more, I felt much more firmer, Selza, on my stance that like Dragoon would be a problem even without, even without, Verte. Like Dragoon would still be really good. Chat, would DPE be... If there was no Verte, would DPE still be, like, a problem? Would people play 3 Fusion Destiny and Bricks? There's no, nope, you have to draw that. I feel like Sky Striker would, because it's just a bunch of, spell. That deck has no power without that card. But would Invoke still play... would they still play it, chat? You know, like if there's no more Verte, I don't know if DPE is a problem because our decks really still like Phantom Knights. Phantom Knights is an exact example, Selza. Is Phantom Knights still gonna play DPE with no Anaconda? You know, Drytron, are they still gonna play DPE with no Anaconda? I feel like no combo deck will play it anymore. Fusion Destiny is like main decked Verte. It's definitely a lot worse. Also brings into question how people always seem to open Maxx C when it was at 1. All these YCS. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Well, Big Pimpin', my response to that is, it's not the deck, it's the pilot. It's not the card, it's the pilot. So, yeah, I feel like your suspicion is completely unfounded, and, you know, it's not suiting of someone of your caliber to insinuate, I don't know, some type of misdoing or something wrong. Like, it's not the card, it's the pilot, dude, obviously. The fact that you can just have 2 random ass bodies and turn it into DPE is a problem. See, then you're just, no, Shatner, then what you're describing is just Verte. That's all you're describing is Verte. You're basically just saying, like, Verte gives any deck chat the ability to turn 2 random bodies into some of the most powerful fusion monsters in the history of the game. Like, that's what you're saying. You're saying that, like, Verte is a problem. Every deck can make 2 monsters. You know what I mean? What was that? That's the whole thing with, like, Orcus combo. 2 monsters and you're golden. I guess Needle Fiber was like that too, but, you know.